Hey everyone, what's happening? Lex, Ark, and Cairo back. KairosTime. Hey everyone, what's happening? Lex, Kairos, and Ark back today with another Brawl Stars video, and we are going to be judging you today. Well, your maps at least. So, we have received maybe 1 or 2 submissions, right?
Oh my heck!
Jeez.
I had 605 Showdown map submissions. It took me 7 hours to go through them all.
I never want to see another map again.
I'm looking at it right now. So Ark had over 800, Kairos had over 700, and I had over 1,000. I don't know what the math is on that because that's too much for me to calculate at the top of my head, and I need some help from Can You Dig It? But that's over 2,000 maps for us to look at. 2,500, something like that.
Ark
it's a lot of maps.
And he went and got the help of another YouTuber.
Wow, I think it was the right one. I didn't want to go for any of you scallywags.
But 2,500 maps that you guys made, that is ridiculous. And
and we looked at
actually
every
amazing.
single one of them. Every one of them.
Every single one.
I spent at least 7-8 hours looking through maps, and there were some really good ones, which we'll get to. There were also some really bad ones. I just gotta say.
which
some of you did not put very much thought into your map, but that's okay. You tried, and we appreciate it.
I saw several with Batman logos all over it. That made me happy.
The Batman logo made it in. And you guys love lakes and rivers and ravines in Brawl Ball. Crazy.
Yes. This is gonna be
Water
good.
and Brawl Ball shouldn't exist, but that's okay. Everybody wants to know who's gonna win, and we're gonna get there, but you're gonna have to wait till the end for that. First off, with so many maps, we had tons of honorable mentions that we want to, give you guys a shout out for. Maybe your map didn't make it as the winner, but it's still dang good. And here's the cool part is that even if you didn't win, if you are on this video today, as well as a lot of you that aren't, your maps have been seen by the Brawl Stars devs. That's what's important here.
Yes. And there's a very good chance that they will be testing a lot of these submissions these honorable mentions here as well. So you never know. You never know what's gonna happen.
Yep. And funnily enough, I got some tweets to say, oh, I missed out on the video, but honestly, I had a really solid list that just didn't quite make it in. There was so many really great maps that were just overshadowed. It was really competitive, guys. You guys did amazing.
Let's jump into it. Let's do it. Let's start with Ark.
Yes, Ark.
That's always a good idea.
Don't give us your winner just yet. Give us your honorable mentions. Shout them out here.
Straight off the bat, here we go. Straight off the bat, Bundle of Barrels by Fam Gaming 17. An honorable mention goes to you, one of the busiest maps, but one of my favorites. And next up, we've got Overgrown Field by Lee. Honorable mention to you. Well done. Good job. Good job. Next up, Rumble Ravine by August Smith. Very nice map indeed. Me and both Coach Corey agree that this is a really great map. Next up, Squared Out by Phaser Knight. Fantastic job on that map. And finally, my personal favorite, and it just was so close to being first, Tornado Terror by Elytra Drake. Congratulations to you.
Very well done on those honorable mentions. We're going to be giving out the winners here in the end of this video, but for the honorable mentions for Showdown, Kairos, take it away.
Oh, man. We had so many submissions. Here we go. Starting off with Dangerous Entry by Matu_. I like this one because there's dangerous places to go and you could get trapped. And the middle is fun and exciting as well. There's lots of lakes. Lakes can be played in Showdown, not in Brawl Ball.
Yes.
But then we also have Eye of the Storm by Pentagonal Cubes. This one looks really cool because it's very wide open, but there's also lots of bush that those close range brawlers can actually jump into and travel large distances. So it's kind of a unique way to see a different meta from just depending on which brawler you want to play. We also have Outlaw Oasis by Dragon Slayer 7733. I like this one because of how many boxes are in the center and the fact that there are places for brawlers to hide in the bush around the center, but not necessarily exactly like Feast or Famine. It's just a little bit different there. Also lots of places for people to battle for boxes, and I like that. Then we also have Rushing Rivers by Owen Reds. This one came really close to being the #1 pick. I like how wide open it is. I feel like Showdown, we don't have a whole lot of brawlers that are very long range to thrive on there, and it's liked how many boxes on there were. Shattered Maze by Eternal 625. This one was really cool, kind of a revamp a hot maze, except that it's not so trapping, it's not so meta specific to those throwers, and gives people more escape routes as well. I like that. Then we also have Superstar by the Mortius, who the Mortius is fantastic. This one is really cool for two reasons. First of all, it looks like the Brawl Stars logo.
That one is awesome.
It's so cool. And then also, it just looks super balanced. There's a lot of different brawlers that would work in different situations. Really, I mean, huge props to the Mortius for doing that. That was really fantastic. And then, of course, we got the winner, which I'm not going to mention right now. But
yeah, I actually really love the Mortius's map. That look like it's cool that it looked like the Brawl Stars logo, but it looked very playable.
Honestly, I thought about picking it, and then I was like, the Mortius already has 2 maps in game, and he freaking wins all of these competitions all the time. I love that Swedish man, but
well, speaking of the Mortius, he made it onto my honorable mentions list as well. I mean, the guy's good. What can you say? He's good. All right, so speaking of my honorable mentions, of course, we just mentioned Mortius. His map was called Opposing Lanes, even though it's got some water on there, and I'm a little averse to water. It is actually really good. Great map. The next honorable mention was Face to Face by Tazfikul Tapu. This one's cool because it's like instead of fighting up and down, you can almost fight side to side. It looks really neat. Grassy Chambers by Olive Oil, and
we like some
as Yarn pointed out, that of course the #1 barley in the world makes a thrower map, but it actually looks really cool. Looks really neat. The next one is Grassy Grotto by Makami591. This one looks like it would be really exciting because you you never know what's going to happen around that
Who's the gem carrier here?
Yeah,
is it going to be
really
Bull
awesome.
or is it going to be Pam?
That's right.
That's always Pam.
Pam just always always. And the last honorable mention is The Dangerous Mind by Top Rob 2. This one was completely different than a lot of the different stuff because it was so wide open in the center with just those 2 bits of water, but then the grass. It's really cool. Very interesting concept, and I really like it a lot. But that's it for my 5 honorable mentions. You guys did a great job. Great job. So that only leaves 3 more things to talk about here, guys. Who wants to go first?
Ooh. I think it's always a good idea to go with Ark first.
Okay. Ark, tell us, sir, who is the winner of not only not 30 gems, but 150 gems?
Oh, look, you cheapskate.
Who wins 150 gems and, more importantly, eternal glory in the map making contest for Brawl Ball?
Yeah, drum roll.
I don't know.
I'll put one in there.
The Mortius with a map.
Oh, we're all so shocked.
This map was, for me, I just felt it had such a great combination of kind of retaining all these classic elements in Brawl Ball, but giving it some new things that we haven't quite got round to seeing yet. And I think you guys will agree, it's just really well designed. No water, thank God, and it just looks like it will play out really well, in my opinion. What do you guys think?
One thing that I really like about it is that you have those side notches over onto the left and right that actually would make it look like a thrower map. Like you could legitimately play Dynamite if you're maxed out and just like stay hidden behind there and keep people push back. Then use your star power to jump over the wall when it's time for you to actually go on the offense. Like maybe not Barley so much, but Dynamite I could see being very active in this map, which typically he struggles. So I love it. Mortius, man,
yeah,
he's a great map
the one
designer.
thing that jumped out to me when I looked at this was just how balanced I think it's going to play. Yeah. There's a nice mix of grass in there for some cover, but then the walls aren't too bunched up. Yeah. And also, like if you look near the goals, with a nice super, like if you're standing in front of that first wall right before the actual goal line, if you had your super, you could get some pretty cool bank shots, some trick shots around there into the goal as well. I think it's going to play really great.
They're going to be people that are going to be bank shotting that like as soon as it's out.
All right, so Showdown. Kairos, who wins the Showdown contest?
The winner
150 gems
of the Showdown contest is Meme Grabby with Rocky Walls.
Yes.
Oh yeah, I practiced that all day yesterday. It was great. This map is so cool for a lot of different reasons. First of all, I like that there is there's plenty of area for bush, but there's also plenty of area for long-range brawlers to actually thrive in there. There's lots of contested areas for boxes, and that's one thing when I'm looking at a Showdown map, I'm looking at, okay, once you spawn, where do you go? And I really like it when two brawlers are automatically going to want to try and fight each other for a box, and that's exactly what you've got a lot of this here. Eventually leading up into the center, you know, there's an early game, a mid game, and a late game in Showdown, and late game in Showdown, right in the middle where you have those two bushes. You could have a bush completely to yourself and feel pretty safe and secure and not know that somebody else is in the opposite bush, but they might know that you're there, or vice versa. And there's, you know, boxes and things like that all over the place. It's really, really cool. What do you guys think of this?
My first thought looking at this was, sweet, another Showdown map that I'm going to come in 10th place. But no, I do like that. It's like the center isn't just like completely chock full of like a million boxes to where like that's the only place that really matters. Yeah. Like I like the, of course there needs to be some action in the dead center, and there is here, but it's not all, you know, just concentrated right there. Everything's spread out. It ought to make for some pretty darn interesting gameplay. Ark?
Yeah, absolutely. I think that for me, like, it's really nice to see like big patches of bush scattered around the map for like good 1v1 sort of battles, but it's not like concentrated into any one area like Feast of Famine, or I forget the name of the other map, but there's another map which has bush just all in the center. And so like it's going to make it really interesting. Like it's almost like these 1v1 battles happening all in bushes around the map. And again, the water breaks it up quite nicely as well. I'm not a big Showdown player, but I'm really looking forward to giving this map a go for sure. It looks really interesting.
So I guess that only leaves one map left, and that is the gem grab map. Now I had more submissions than everybody, and I had some really good ones. I actually have a list, and I submitted like a list of about 20 different maps to the devs for them to take a look at. So even if you didn't get mentioned here today, your map very well may have made it onto the devs. But the winner for, actually crap, I don't know his name. I need to pull it up here real quick. And the winner of the Showdown, crap. All right, and the winner of the gem grab map making contest is GD Benchy. He made the map called Hide and Grab. Now this map to me is just the one reason that really drew me to this map, aside from the water, which I think should just go away, honestly. But aside from that, the thing that really drew me to this map was that it's just so different than anything that we have currently in game. The way that the lanes kind of hook around, you could really sneak behind people, but it's also pretty open if you really take a look at it, aside from the grass. I think that it's going to create a lot of really great mid-fight as well as sneaking around and surprise kills. Kairos, what do you think about this map?
Yeah, I think it's really cool that if you go to the right side of them, let's say you push back the enemy all the way back, that you wiped them or whatever, then you can go onto the right side and enter into their bush without them knowing that you're there. They're obviously gonna hopefully check. Otherwise, that always check the bush, guys. But you know, you could go into the bush and then just like not have any idea where you're at, and that's really cool. Definitely unique. And then also, yeah, like you said, you have that one wall in the center that you can use to kind of like peek in and grab some gems and then go out and hide behind it. Like, it's really cool. I love it.
Yeah. Absolutely. It's going to be really interesting actually with this map to see what kind of brawlers it attracts, because like obviously you got like the Shellys and the Bulls that are going to dominate in the bushes, but since that update now the bushes obviously don't respawn, so it's going to be really interesting to see how that kind of happens with this particular map, and do teams sort of take that approach to intentionally try to destroy those bushes to give themselves an advantage. I think Piper could be really strong here as well, guys. I would love to try Piper on this map for sure.
Yeah, there's some pretty good lanes that she could shoot, and plus with all the bushes using her star power.
Yeah.
Congratulations, GD Benchy, for Hide and Grab. Hopefully we get to test this map in, you know, very soon. I can't wait to try it, hopefully. Fingers crossed. But nevertheless, all of these maps are off to the devs. If we're lucky, we will see them in game. Yeah. Guys, any final words besides you're glad to not be judging any more maps?
Yeah, Ark is a cheapskate. I'm just kidding, Ark. I love you, man.
I love you too, bro. I love you.
To be fair, it was actually Lex that told Ark that it would be 30 gems, and then we made fun of him on the video.
I'm just gonna edit that out.
Censored.
All right, so guys, that is going to wrap it up for this round of the map making contest. But here's the cool thing is that you can keep going and submitting your maps over at Brawlmaps, the subreddit, because the devs have an eye on that subreddit and they are going to be looking for some good maps, as well as there may be more map making contests coming up in the very near future. So hone those map making skills. But for now, that's going to wrap it up. Tomorrow, yeah, no. Sorry. But for now, that's going to wrap it up
Oh, sorry.
Shut your little mouth, Kairos.
I'm excited.
But for now, that's going to wrap it up for this video. For Ark, Kairos, and Lex, we hope you enjoyed the video. And as always, until next time, we'll catch you guys on the flip side.
Peace.
Ark! What are you doing,
do you even
my
watch
man?
Lex's videos? Holy cow,
All you
man.
had to do was say out.
Whoa.
All
What the heck?
you had to do was say out. You had one job. One job.
Yeah, the video's done. What? You're still here? What? You know the video's over, right? I mean, you can go along your way now. I mean, or you can check out some of those videos over there, but this video's done. I mean, I don't know why you're still here, but you can go now, so it's cool. Seriously, it's over. Videos, subscribe, all that good stuff, but this video's done. I guess we'll see you next time. Kinda weird.